Alright, so I don't usually do videos like this, so I'm gonna make it a short one. There was someone in my chat named BigChunk53 that recommended I do an Arrivand agent tier list. I'm going to do a tier list of what it's like to go against these agents, as I haven't actually played against all of them. I'm also going to try to do this thing in one take, make it quick, upload it quickly. Starting with Breach. I say he's easily an A tier character. I feel like no matter who I'm going up against, he's always kind of annoying, and his ult is really, really good when you're on defense. Or rather, it's really hard to go against when you're on defense. Brimstone, I feel like is C tier. 99% of the Brimstones I go against are like pretty good, pretty bad. Don't have much impact. Like I'm not really the biggest fan, and I feel like most of them I have on my team are kind of bad as well. Cypher S tier. I hate going against this man. I hate it so much. Like it's probably the hero I hate going against the most. However, it used to be Deadlock. However, I'm gonna put Deadlock in B tier because I feel like Deadlock is either, in my opinion, or at least from my experience, the most annoying character to go against in the entire game, or just easy slop you don't even notice on the enemy team. Jett, I feel like if you're playing competitive, because I play like a silver gold right now, Jett is like a B tier. But if you're playing unrated, she's like S tier. Because I swear to God, every unrated Jett on Earth is like is Shroud. So I'm actually gonna put it in the middle at A. Omen, I'm gonna put it A. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Some moments are good, some moments are bad. For the most part, they're just kind of okay to go against. I am not good enough at dodging flashes yet. So Phoenix is A tier for me. I do not know what to do against this guy's flashes. However, I feel like most Phoenixes have kind of mid ults, so his ult is wasted on most people. Raze is S tier. I think that I don't know what to do against this character. Legitimately, she just knows where I'm at all moments. She's shooting through walls. She's throwing grenades at me in a corner. I get killed by her ult 100% of the time. No idea what to do. Sage is probably B tier for me, mostly because most of the Sages I go against aren't very good, but their wall locations usually are and make it so retaking a site is typically pretty difficult. Sova, I'm gonna put at B tier. Also for like a similar reason where it's like most Sovas I go against aren't that good. They don't really get much use out of their electricity or like those electric bolts. I don't really know what to call them. Or his ult. And I don't know, every now and again, sure, his like recon dart can be pretty useful, and his ult can be useful for retaking, but I don't know, I really don't go against any good Sovas. Viper S tier. This character on every map in the game just runs my shit, like literally bends me over, especially on Breeze. Dear Lord, I hate going against a Viper and love having one on my team. Rain is D tier. Every time I go against one, I clown on them, unless they're smurfing, but that doesn't count because those aren't real people. Killjoy, I think, is S tier. One person being able to watch like multiple sites on defense and making it so you have to kill her on retakes for offense makes her just like so crazy to go against. Skye, I think, is also S tier, just because I feel like all of her kit makes the game so unpredictable. If you think you have a good position or a good flank, she pops her ult and you're screwed. You have a good position with your team, she throws out a bird, you don't look away quick enough, you're screwed. You call out 2 people or 1 HP, forget they have a Skye that can heal both of them, now you made a bad call out. She's just so good at unpredictability. Yoru, I'm gonna put in B tier because I've seen some incredible Yoru ults that have like definitely rocked my shit or cleared the point really efficiently, but I feel like the rest of his kit, at least at my rank, is pretty underutilized. Ast is D tier. I never see this character ever, so I'm guessing they're bad. KO is, I'll put in A just because of how annoying the information they get is from their knife. I feel like we lose some rounds just from the very first knife because like they instantly know we are, and the whole game becomes super predictable. And their ult's annoying, and their flash is really hard to avoid. So I actually, this character is like not played well often, so that's why they're not an S, but when they are played well, they're pretty good, so I'm gonna put them in A. Chambers, C tier. Every now and again I see them and they're pretty okay. For the most part, most people at my rank who play Chamber aren't very good, myself included. Neon's D tier. Every Neon I go against is like mid at best, including myself. Fade, I think, is A tier. A good one, borderlining S tier. I think that Fade has so much information to gather, and there's some times where I actually get hit by an entire Fade's kit, what feels like twice around. This character is so overwhelming. I actually don't like playing against them, but I like having one on my team. So she's just gonna sit there for now. Harbor's weird because I feel like when you have a Harbor on your team, the enemy team has an extra teammate because I can't see anything. Like when I have a Harbor on my team, I feel like I have to walk around with a shotgun. It's ridiculous how much this character just like griefs games. But I also think that might be because of my rank, so I'm gonna put him B for now. Gecko, S tier. Everything about him is ridiculous. The fact that he can use his ult twice, like actually a crazy hero. Every time I go against one, I hate going against this character. ISO, I'm gonna put ISO dead center middle of the pack because a good ISO can completely ruin a game. A good ISO who's walking over your team can literally make ops useless. And I play Chamber a lot, so he can make my ult useless if he so wishes with his little shield thing. So that's pretty specific to me. However, I don't see many good ones. So when you do see a good one, they're bad. So that's why going right in the middle to see the other ones. And Clove is S tier. In my opinion, the amount of times the enemy team wins a fight because I killed their Clove early and now she's able to full focus on where to put smokes is so irritating to go against. It's almost like I don't want to kill the Clove. It's like I want to keep them alive so they struggle. And they have to focus on shooting instead of just putting down smokes and ruining my life. So that's my current tier list. I'm interested to see how this changes in the next month or two of how I feel to go against people and slightly if they're on my team. But this is mostly just if I'm going against them, how difficult of a time I have fighting them or how little I want to play with them. I am perfectly fine with going against these characters, basically. Hate going against these characters. Thanks for watching. Like if you want more content like this, and thank you Big Chunk 53 for the recommendation.